We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys' Brandon Aubrey getting this all set up, and he'll get this one started here in Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Play action. Prescott. Put some heat on this, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense to the line fast.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Under.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up for a bigger gap in the future.
Good. We're going to 54. What do you think?
Prescott now on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Here go 46.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here go 46. Swerts it up.
First down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Complete to Javonte Williams.
Prescott to throw once more. Out wide, it's Pickens. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go. Get out there. 47. 26.
Prescott's a throw here, 3rd and 2. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And they get this down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, to come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
26.
They go with Williams on the counter. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And he's tackled for no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Prescott here from the gun. Right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down.
Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. 1st and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Yeah, here we go.
On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on the defense.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They pick up at 17. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Give to Williams from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dak to the air here. Blitz is there, and he goes down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a... They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Reeled in, downfield by Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 20-yard line.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. That's caught by Williams. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Rolls caught. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Aubrey good on the point after. And they add 1 on to their first touchdown of the contest. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Not a positive return there. Only making it up to the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. Go. Here we go, 47.
Final throw before the break. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. It's Pickens on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Dak off the play fake. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Hey, kill! 47! 26!
He's back to throw. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Gonna take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go! Line.
Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, to a footnote, kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Rolling left, buying some time. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Prescott. This one's caught. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah! Sliding.
Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott will look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. Reaches the 40. He's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Keeps the score. Cowboys 13. Cowboys nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 26.
1st down. Here's Dak. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Dak. Dunkov caught by his back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So the offensivity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right.
When you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He's throwing deep to the left side. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. George Pickens, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
And that one's gone. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense up to the line fast.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 29-yard line.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Into the hands of Pickett. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. George Pickens, the touchdown.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys feeling good with a 14-point advantage. So first down from the 41. Play action now for Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Lamb has another one. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They're going to pass it here. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Makes the catch. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the